Before you close your eyes tonight, imagine that somewhere inside you, millions of tiny workers have already begun the night shift. They don't ask for applause. They don't make a sound. Yet every heartbeat, every quiet breath, every blink, and every dream depends on them. As the world outside grows quieter, your body becomes surprisingly busy. Cells begin repairing tiny tears you never noticed. Your brain carefully sorts through the memories of the day, deciding which moments to keep forever and which to quietly let fade away. Bones strengthen themselves one microscopic layer at a time. Your immune system patrols every corner of your body like gentle guardians walking beneath moonlight. Healing is happening right now. It happens after every scraped knee, every hard workout, every sleepless night, every illness, every paper cut, and even after emotions leave invisible marks that no one else can see. Most of this incredible work happens without you ever noticing. Tonight, instead of rushing through the mysteries of medicine, we'll simply wander through them together, one peaceful story at a time. We'll drift through ancient forests where people first searched for remedies hidden inside leaves and roots. We'll travel inside a single human cell, where tiny molecular machines repaired damaged DNA with astonishing precision. We'll quietly visit the heart, the skin, the lungs, the brain, and countless other places where nature performs miracles so small they escape the naked eye. Along the way, you'll discover how a broken bone slowly remembers its original shape, why a small cut knows exactly when to stop bleeding, how sleep becomes one of the greatest healers ever discovered, why laughter, sunlight, friendships, and even simple breathing can gently influence recovery. We'll meet remarkable creatures capable of healing in ways humans can only dream about. Tiny starfish quietly regrow lost arms. Salamanders rebuild entire limbs. Forests recover after devastating fires. Coral reefs struggle, recover, and sometimes surprise scientists with their resilience. Everywhere in nature, healing tells the same quiet story. Not every wound disappears completely. Some leave scars. Yet even scars tell beautiful stories. A scar is your body's way of saying that something difficult happened, and despite everything, the story continued. The same is often true in nature. A mountain reshaped by glaciers. A tree struck by lightning that still grows toward the sky. A coastline slowly rebuilt by waves over thousands of years. Healing rarely means returning exactly to what once was. More often, it means learning how to continue. Scientists are still uncovering remarkable discoveries about regeneration, sleep, immunity, aging, nutrition, and the hidden conversations between every organ inside the body. With every passing year, we learn that healing is far more complex and far more beautiful than anyone once imagined. So make yourself comfortable. Allow your breathing to slow. Let your shoulders become heavy. If your eyelids begin to close before our journey is finished, that's perfectly okay. In many ways, falling asleep is becoming part of the story itself. Because while you rest peacefully beneath your blanket, your own body quietly joins the countless healing stories we'll explore together tonight. The smallest repairs are already beginning, and our gentle journey starts now. The quiet journey begins with something so ordinary that almost everyone overlooks it. Take one slow breath in, then let it gently drift back out. Without asking for permission, your body has already made thousands of tiny decisions during those few peaceful seconds. Your lungs welcomed fresh oxygen into millions of tiny air sacs no larger than grains of fine dust. Your heart calmly pushed blood through an astonishing network of vessels stretching for tens of thousands of kilometers if laid end to end. Every drop carried tiny red blood cells, each one traveling with remarkable purpose. Some were delivering oxygen, others were carrying away carbon dioxide. Some transported nutrients gathered from your last meal, while others carried tiny chemical messages that allowed distant parts of your body to communicate with one another. Every journey happened silently, with almost perfect timing. Far beneath your skin, countless cells were already hard at work. Most of them had no idea who you are. They don't know your name, your favorite song, or what made you smile today. Yet they know exactly what to do. If one tiny cell becomes damaged, nearby cells quietly respond. If another grows old, it gracefully steps aside so a younger cell can take its place. If a visitor such as a virus appears, an invisible alarm quietly spreads from one cell to another, preparing nearby defenders long before you ever notice the first symptom. This endless cooperation has been happening every second since before you were born. Long before the first cities were built. Long before humans sailed across oceans. Long before written history began. Life had already discovered something extraordinary. Healing. It may be one of the oldest stories on Earth. Imagine the earliest oceans nearly 4 billion years ago. They were nothing like the calm blue seas we know today. Volcanoes rumbled beneath dark waters. Lightning flashed across unfamiliar skies. The young planet was restless, unpredictable, and constantly changing. Somewhere within those ancient waters, the first simple living cells appeared. Those tiny pioneers faced challenges every moment. Sunlight could damage them. Heat could harm them. Chemicals could tear apart the delicate instructions hidden inside them. Yet the cells that survived possessed something remarkable. When damage appeared, they repaired it. The ability to heal may have begun long before animals, forests, or even fish existed. Every living creature alive today carries echoes of that ancient survival. Inside your own body, tiny molecular machines constantly inspect your DNA, the incredible instruction book stored within nearly every cell. Every day, countless small mistakes naturally appear. Some happen because of sunlight. Others occur simply because life is busy copying billions of letters over and over again. Instead of allowing those mistakes to remain, specialized proteins quietly search for them. When they discover something out of place, they carefully remove the damaged section and replace it using the healthy copy as a guide. It is a repair process so astonishingly precise that scientists continue discovering new details even today. All of it happens while you laugh with friends, while you prepare dinner, while you read a book, or while you drift peacefully toward sleep. Perhaps the most comforting part is this. Healing does not wait until everything is perfect. Your body doesn't pause all other work while making repairs. Instead, it does everything at once. It keeps you breathing while rebuilding tissues. It keeps your heart beating while replacing worn-out blood cells. It allows you to walk while strengthening tiny muscles after yesterday's activity. It even dreams while quietly reorganizing memories inside your sleeping brain. Few cities on Earth could operate with such graceful coordination. Now imagine placing your hand gently against your forearm. The skin beneath your fingertips may seem still, but if your eyes could suddenly see at the microscopic level, the view would resemble a city glowing with life. Tiny skin cells slowly rise from deeper layers toward the surface. New cells replace older ones. Natural oils spread across the skin to keep it flexible. Friendly bacteria quietly live there as peaceful neighbors, helping protect against harmful visitors. Microscopic immune cells wander patiently through the tissue, always watching but never rushing. Every layer has its own purpose. Every cell belongs to a larger community. Sometimes we think of healing as something that begins only after an injury, but the truth is far more beautiful. Healing never really stops. Even healthy skin is constantly renewing itself. Healthy bones constantly rebuild themselves. Healthy blood replaces aging cells. Healthy muscles repair tiny fibers after ordinary movement. Your body spends every day preparing for tomorrow. It quietly replaces the old before it becomes weak. It quietly strengthens places you use most often. It quietly removes what is no longer needed. Most people never notice because the work is wonderfully invisible. Imagine if every repair suddenly became visible. You might see tiny golden lights racing beneath your skin whenever you scratched your arm. You might watch soft waves of color flowing toward a healing bruise. You might notice delicate builders carrying microscopic pieces into place whenever a muscle recovered after exercise. Instead, nature chose silence. Perhaps silence allows healing to happen without fear. The forest does something similar. After a strong wind passes through, broken branches scatter across the ground. At first, the forest appears damaged, but beneath fallen leaves, tiny seeds suddenly receive more sunlight. Rain reaches the soil. Young plants begin growing where towering trees once stood. Fungi quietly recycle fallen wood. Insects arrive. Birds return. Months later, the forest looks different. Years later, it may become healthier than before. Healing in nature is rarely about returning to yesterday. It is about creating tomorrow. The human body follows that same quiet wisdom. When you accidentally cut your finger while cooking, events begin unfolding almost instantly. The moment tiny blood vessels open, your body notices. Within seconds, platelets, small cell fragments drifting through your bloodstream, rush toward the injury. They cling together like neighbors forming a protective wall. Tiny protein threads weave themselves into a delicate net, creating a temporary bridge across the opening. The bleeding slows, then it stops. Soon afterward, immune cells gently clean the area. They remove damaged tissue. They discourage unwanted bacteria from settling there. Finally, fresh skin cells begin moving inward from every direction. Little by little, hour by hour, day by day, the opening becomes smaller. Eventually, only the faintest reminder remains. A simple paper cut may seem ordinary, yet hidden inside it is one of biology's greatest performances. No conductor stands before the orchestra. No single leader gives instructions. Each cell understands only its own small task. Yet together they create something extraordinary. Perhaps there is a quiet lesson hidden there. Great healing often comes from many small efforts working together rather than one dramatic moment. Tonight, as the world grows darker outside your window, the same peaceful work continues inside you. Your heartbeat remains steady. Your lungs rise and fall. New proteins are carefully assembled. Old cells gently retire. Fresh cells quietly take their places. Every second becomes another tiny chapter in a story that has been unfolding since life first appeared on Earth. And as your eyelids become just a little heavier, millions upon millions of silent healers continue their patient work, asking for nothing in return except a little time and perhaps a peaceful night's sleep. As the evening grows quieter, another remarkable chapter quietly unfolds beneath the surface of your skin. Nothing announces its arrival. There are no flashing lights, no alarms, and no sound. Only a gentle rhythm that has been repeating every moment of your life. If you could shrink until you were no larger than a single cell, your own body would seem less like a collection of organs and more like an enormous living world. Wide rivers of blood would flow around you. Towering walls of muscle would slowly contract like rolling hills. Bundles of nerves would sparkle with tiny flashes of electricity, carrying messages faster than a racing car. Above everything would stretch the vast landscape of your skin, protecting the world beneath. Although we often think of skin as a simple covering, it is one of the busiest places in the human body. Every minute, thousands of tiny skin cells quietly complete their lives. Some gently drift away into the air around us, becoming part of ordinary household dust. At the very same moment, thousands of new cells begin their journey upward from deeper layers, preparing to replace those that have gone. Your skin is never exactly the same as it was yesterday. It is constantly renewing itself, patiently creating a fresh protective shield without asking you to think about it even once. Imagine walking through a peaceful village where every old house is carefully rebuilt before it begins to crumble. The streets always appear familiar. The village never seems unfinished. Construction happens so gently that visitors hardly notice. Your skin works in much the same way. Old cells quietly step aside. New ones take their place. The landscape remains peaceful because change is happening all the time. This quiet renewal is one reason small scratches often disappear without leaving a trace. The body has been practicing this art for millions of years. Scientists have discovered that even tiny chemical signals play an important role in this silent conversation. When one cell senses that help is needed, it releases microscopic messenger molecules. Nearby cells receive the message almost instantly. Some begin dividing. Others begin producing proteins. Some strengthen the surrounding tissue. Others call immune cells to investigate. It resembles neighbors gently passing news from one home to another until the entire community knows exactly how to help. No shouting is necessary. No confusion appears. Only calm cooperation. Hidden beneath the surface are remarkable fibers called collagen. If skin were a beautifully woven blanket, collagen would be the strong threads holding everything together. These fibers give skin its strength while allowing it to bend, stretch, and move as you smile, walk, laugh, or simply reach for a cup of tea. Your body never stops caring for these fibers. Old collagen is carefully removed. Fresh collagen is slowly woven into place. The process takes time. Nature rarely hurries. Even when healing seems slow from our perspective, billions of tiny workers are making steady progress every second. This is one of nature's quiet reminders. Progress is often invisible before it becomes visible. A seed spends weeks beneath the soil before anyone notices green leaves. Snow melts deep inside mountains long before rivers begin to rise. A broken branch slowly forms new wood before fresh leaves return. Healing follows that same patient rhythm. Some of the most important work happens long before anyone can see the results. As darkness settles outside, your brain also begins preparing for another busy night. Many people think sleep is simply the absence of activity. In reality, it is one of the busiest times your body experiences. While your eyes remain closed, growth hormone is released in greater amounts, helping repair muscles, bones, and many other tissues. Proteins damaged during the day are replaced. Cells organize themselves. Energy is carefully stored for tomorrow. Even your immune system becomes especially active during healthy sleep. It is almost as though your body whispers. The outside world has become quiet. Now we finally have time to focus on repairs. This may explain why people often feel more exhausted when they are recovering from illness. Sleepiness is not always a sign of weakness. Sometimes it is an invitation. An invitation from the body asking for enough quiet time to complete important work. Long before scientists understood hormones or immune cells, many cultures noticed the same pattern. Parents encouraged sick children to rest. Grandparents suggested an early bedtime after difficult days. Healers throughout history often believed that peaceful sleep belonged alongside food, clean water, and fresh air as one of life's greatest medicines. Modern science continues discovering just how wise those observations were. Even the smallest blood vessel participates in this nightly routine. Imagine narrow streams winding through a peaceful valley. As blood flows through tiny capillaries, oxygen quietly leaves the bloodstream and enters nearby cells. At the same time, Carbon dioxide begins the journey back toward the lungs. Nutrients are delivered. Waste is collected. Everything happens with astonishing precision. Every heartbeat becomes another delivery. Every breath becomes another exchange. Without these tiny journeys, healing would simply not be possible. Every repair requires energy. Every rebuilding project requires materials. The bloodstream patiently delivers both. It never complains about the distance. It simply keeps moving. Sometimes we imagine healing as a battle, but perhaps another picture is even more beautiful. Imagine an orchestra instead. Each instrument plays its own gentle part. The violins never try to sound like the drums. The flutes never compete with the cellos. Each contributes something unique. Cells behave much the same way. Skin cells protect. Muscle cells contract. Bone cells strengthen. Nerve cells communicate. Immune cells defend. Blood cells deliver. Each performs its own melody. Together, they create the peaceful symphony called life. Tonight, as you continue listening, your own orchestra performs without interruption. Your heart keeps perfect rhythm. Your lungs gently accompany each breath. Tiny builders quietly strengthen delicate structures. Invisible caretakers remove worn-out materials. Fresh cells prepare for tomorrow's adventures. And somewhere deep inside, millions of silent conversations continue between neighboring cells, each one helping guide another small step along the endless journey of healing. Without applause, without recognition, without ever asking you to notice. They simply continue their beautiful work, one peaceful moment at a time. As the night grows deeper, imagine following a single tiny drop of blood on its endless journey. It begins with a quiet heartbeat. A gentle squeeze from the heart sends the drop forward, not with urgency, but with calm purpose. It glides through wide arteries before entering smaller and smaller pathways, until it reaches vessels so narrow that red blood cells must pass through almost single file. The journey is slow here, peaceful, almost like drifting through a quiet stream beneath a forest canopy. Each red blood cell carries millions of molecules of hemoglobin, remarkable proteins designed to hold oxygen like tiny travelers carrying lanterns through the darkness. The oxygen they carry began only moments ago with your last breath. Now it is being delivered to cells that have been patiently waiting. Some of those cells belong to your muscles. Others belong to your brain. Some are part of your liver, your kidneys, or your skin. Every one of them depends on this gentle delivery. As oxygen leaves the bloodstream, something equally important takes its place. Carbon dioxide, created as cells produce energy, quietly boards the returning blood cells for the trip back to the lungs. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is forgotten. Every journey has a purpose. This endless exchange has happened billions of times since the day you were born. Your heart has never needed to remember the route. It simply continues, beat after beat, trusting the pathways that nature carefully designed over millions of years. The remarkable thing is that your blood carries far more than oxygen. It is also filled with tiny messengers. Some are hormones, produced by distant glands and sent to deliver important instructions. Others are nutrients from the food you ate earlier today. Glucose provides quick energy. Amino acids become the building blocks for new proteins. Healthy fats help construct cell membranes and support countless chemical reactions. Minerals and vitamins quietly assist in thousands of tiny jobs that often go completely unnoticed. It is almost like watching a fleet of boats traveling along peaceful canals. Some boats carry lumber for new buildings. Others transport food. Some deliver letters. Others remove old materials to be recycled elsewhere. Every cargo matters. Without these deliveries, healing would slowly come to a stop. Your body understands something that builders have always known. Repair cannot happen without supplies. If a tiny tear appears in a muscle after a long walk or a workout, your bloodstream soon begins delivering exactly what is needed. Proteins arrive, minerals arrive, oxygen arrives. Immune cells quietly inspect the area. Little by little, the muscle becomes stronger than it was before. This is one reason gentle exercise, followed by enough rest, can help build strength over time. The body responds not only by repairing what was damaged, but by preparing a little better for the next challenge. Nature seems to love this pattern. Trees grow stronger where the wind gently bends them. Bones become denser when they regularly support healthy movement. Muscles adapt after being used. Even the heart itself becomes more efficient when cared for with regular activity. Healing is not always about returning to where we started. Sometimes it is about becoming better prepared for tomorrow. Deep inside your bones, another extraordinary story is unfolding. Hidden within the soft marrow lives one of the busiest factories on Earth. Every second, millions of new blood cells are being created. Fresh red blood cells begin their lives here before entering the bloodstream. White blood cells, the quiet guardians of your immune system, also begin many of their journeys within this hidden world. Platelets, so important for stopping bleeding, are produced here as well. The factory never truly closes. Day and night, it continues its careful work. Older blood cells eventually wear out after months of faithful service. Rather than allowing shortages to occur, your bone marrow quietly prepares their replacements long before they are needed. Imagine a peaceful orchard where new trees are planted years before the oldest ones stop producing fruit. The harvest continues without interruption because someone has always been thinking ahead. Your body shows the same remarkable wisdom. Preparation is one of healing's greatest secrets. Long before a challenge appears, countless systems are already getting ready. Even your immune system keeps memories. After meeting certain germs once, specialized cells remember them for years, sometimes even decades. If those same visitors return, the response can be much faster. It is almost like recognizing an old face in a familiar neighborhood. No introductions are necessary. The body remembers. Scientists continue discovering just how incredible these biological memories can be. Every discovery reminds us that healing is not simply reacting to problems. It is also learning from them. Nature is full of similar lessons. A forest that survives a storm often grows with stronger roots. A river changes its course after a flood, finding a new balance. A coral reef slowly rebuilds after damage, creating space for new life to settle. Healing and learning often travel together. As your breathing remains slow and steady, notice how peaceful everything feels. There is no need to rush this journey. Your own body certainly does not. Some repairs happen within seconds. Others require hours. Some need weeks. A few continue for months. Nature measures time differently than we do. It values patience. It values consistency. Tiny improvements repeated again and again eventually create remarkable results. Even while you sleep tonight, those small improvements will continue. A protein will fold into exactly the right shape. A worn-out cell will gracefully step aside. A fresh cell will quietly take its place. A tiny blood vessel will deliver oxygen to a place that needs it. A nerve cell will strengthen a connection formed during the day. No single event will seem extraordinary on its own, yet together, they become the quiet miracle we call healing. And with every gentle heartbeat echoing through the stillness of the night, the journey continues, peaceful, patient, and wonderfully alive. Somewhere deep within your body, in places no mirror could ever reveal, there are tiny travelers that never seem to grow tired. They move quietly through rivers of blood, drifting around gentle curves, squeezing through passages so narrow that only one cell can pass at a time. Most of the time, their journey is uneventful. They simply observe. They watch. They wait. These are some of the remarkable cells of your immune system, quiet guardians that spend every hour of every day exploring the landscapes within you. Unlike the heroes in adventurous stories, they do not wear shining armor. They carry no swords or shields. Their greatest strength is something much quieter: recognition. They know the difference between what belongs and what does not. Imagine walking through a peaceful village where every resident knows one another. A familiar face passes by, and everyone smiles. A stranger arrives, and the villagers become curious. They do not panic. They simply pay closer attention. Your immune system behaves in much the same way. Every cell in your body carries tiny molecular markers on its surface, almost like gentle name tags. These markers quietly tell neighboring cells, "I belong here." As long as those signals remain familiar, the immune system continues its calm patrol. But if something unusual appears, a virus, certain bacteria, or another unfamiliar visitor, the peaceful rhythm changes. Messages begin spreading, not loud messages, tiny chemical whispers. One nearby cell notices something unusual and releases microscopic signals. Neighboring cells receive them almost instantly. Soon, the message spreads farther and farther, like ripples expanding across the surface of a quiet lake after a single leaf gently lands upon the water. Within minutes, more helpers begin arriving. Some surround the unfamiliar visitor. Others communicate with distant immune cells. Some carefully remove damaged material so healthy tissue has room to recover. It is an astonishing example of teamwork. No single cell understands the entire picture. Each one performs only its own small task. Yet together they create one of the most sophisticated defense systems known in nature. What makes this even more remarkable is that these guardians spend much of their time protecting you from problems you never even notice. Every day, countless tiny challenges are quietly solved before they become illnesses. Most victories remain invisible. Your body celebrates them without fireworks, without applause, without ever asking for recognition. Perhaps the greatest achievements in life are sometimes the quietest ones. There are moments, of course, when the immune system becomes especially busy. You may develop a fever. You might feel tired. Perhaps your throat becomes sore or your nose begins to run. These uncomfortable feelings are not always signs that your body is losing. Often, they are signs that important work is already underway. A fever, for example, is not created by the invading germs themselves. It is a carefully controlled response from your own body. By gently raising its temperature, your body may slow the growth of certain harmful microbes while helping immune cells perform their work more effectively. Even discomfort can sometimes be part of healing. Nature rarely wastes energy. Every response usually serves a purpose. The remarkable story becomes even more peaceful when the challenge has passed. Once the unfamiliar visitors are gone, many immune cells quietly step aside. The chemical signals fade. Inflammation slowly settles. Damaged tissues begin rebuilding. Calm returns. It is rather like a town after a heavy rainstorm. Workers repair the roads. Neighbors clean their gardens. Children soon return to playing outside. Life gently resumes its familiar rhythm. Healing is not only about responding to difficulty. It is also about knowing when peace can return. Scientists continue discovering fascinating conversations taking place between the immune system and many other parts of the body. The brain communicates with immune cells. Hormones influence their activity. Sleep changes how efficiently they work. Even the tiny communities of helpful bacteria living inside your digestive system appear to play an important role in supporting healthy immunity. Nothing works completely alone. Everything is connected. Your body is less like a collection of separate organs and more like an enormous orchestra. Each musician listens carefully to the others. The melody depends upon cooperation. Even your emotions may gently influence this orchestra. Moments of relaxation can affect certain hormones. Gentle movement encourages healthy circulation. Nutritious food provides the building blocks needed for countless repairs. Rest gives the body precious time to organize, restore, and prepare. None of these things perform healing alone. Together, they quietly support the remarkable systems already working within you. Outside your window, perhaps the night has grown darker now. Maybe the stars have appeared overhead. Some are so distant that the light reaching Earth tonight began its journey long before any of us were born. The universe itself reminds us that remarkable journeys often require patience. Your body understands this well. It never rushes the growing of new skin. It never hurries the strengthening of bone. It never forces a scar to fade before its time. Instead, it works with calm consistency, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. As you continue resting, countless tiny guardians remain awake. Some drift quietly through your bloodstream. Some rest within your tissues, patiently waiting should they ever be needed. Others are gently storing memories of challenges they have already overcome, helping prepare for the future. Their work is mostly invisible, yet because of them, every peaceful breath becomes a little safer. Every heartbeat continues with quiet confidence. And every night of restful sleep becomes another opportunity for the beautiful, patient story of healing to continue, one silent moment at a time. Now, let your imagination become even smaller. So small that a single human cell appears as vast as an entire city. From the outside, the cell seems peaceful, wrapped in a delicate membrane that gently separates its busy inner world from everything around it. But once you step inside, you discover that this tiny place is alive with quiet activity. Roads seem to stretch in every direction. Tiny packages drift from one destination to another. Countless molecular workers move with calm precision, never colliding, never becoming confused. Everything has its place. Everything has its purpose. At the very center rests the nucleus, often described as the control room of the cell. Inside it lies DNA, the remarkable instruction book that has been carefully copied from one generation to the next for billions of years. If all the DNA inside a single human cell could be gently stretched into a straight line, it would measure nearly 2 meters in length. Yet it fits comfortably inside a space so small that it cannot be seen with the naked eye. Nature has always been an expert at making the impossible seem ordinary. Every day, tiny portions of these instructions are read like pages from an ancient library. Some pages explain how to build new proteins. Others describe how to repair damaged structures. Some remain closed for years, waiting patiently until the exact moment they are needed. Nothing is rushed. The cell reads only the instructions required for that moment. Imagine a peaceful library where every book contains knowledge for solving a different problem. One shelf teaches how to strengthen bone. Another explains how to create healthy skin. Another contains the instructions for producing enzymes that help digest food. The books never argue. They simply wait until someone quietly opens the correct page. Deep inside every cell, this silent library is constantly being consulted. Nearby, tiny structures called ribosomes begin one of the most extraordinary jobs in biology. They build proteins, not by guessing, not by trial and error, but by carefully following the genetic instructions copied from DNA. One amino acid joins another, then another, then another. Slowly, a long chain begins to grow. Soon it twists, bends, and folds into an incredibly precise shape. Only when folded correctly can the protein begin its work. Some proteins become tiny machines that repair damaged DNA. Others become enzymes that speed up chemical reactions. Some strengthen muscles. Others help carry oxygen. Thousands of different proteins are created every moment, each designed for a specific task. If even one tiny fold is incorrect, the protein may not work as intended. Yet most of the time, this astonishing process succeeds with incredible accuracy. It is one of the quiet miracles taking place inside you every second. Elsewhere within the cell are tiny structures known as mitochondria. They are often called the powerhouses of the cell because they help convert nutrients and oxygen into usable energy. Every heartbeat, every thought, every blink, every peaceful breath requires energy. Without these microscopic power stations, healing could never happen. Building new tissue requires fuel. Repairing damaged cells requires fuel. Even resting quietly beneath a warm blanket requires countless tiny bursts of energy. The food you enjoyed earlier today is slowly transformed into that energy through thousands of beautifully coordinated chemical reactions. Nothing is wasted. Everything becomes part of life's gentle rhythm. As the hours pass, some parts of the cell naturally become worn. Proteins grow old. Tiny structures become damaged. Small pieces are no longer needed. Rather than allowing clutter to build, the cell begins an extraordinary cleaning process. Specialized recycling systems carefully break old materials into smaller pieces. Many of those pieces are then reused to build something entirely new. Nature rarely throws anything away if it can be used again. A fallen leaf nourishes the forest floor. An old branch becomes home for insects and fungi. Rainwater returns to rivers before rising into clouds once more. Inside your own body, the same beautiful cycle continues every day. Old materials quietly become new beginnings. Scientists sometimes describe this constant balance as renewal. Your body is always building, always repairing, always recycling, always preparing. Even while you sleep peacefully, millions of cells are replacing worn-out parts before problems ever have a chance to appear. Healing is not simply fixing what is broken. Healing is maintaining what is already healthy. That may be one of nature's greatest lessons. The strongest bridge is not the one repaired after it collapses. It is the one cared for every single day. Your body understands this perfectly. It performs countless tiny acts of maintenance that most of us never notice. Every repaired protein, every replaced cell, every recycled molecule. Each one is another quiet promise that tomorrow can begin just a little stronger than today. Outside, the night continues its gentle journey. Perhaps a cool breeze moves through the trees. Perhaps the moon quietly reflects sunlight that began its journey nearly 8 minutes before reaching Earth. Perhaps distant owls call softly through the darkness while countless stars continue shining across the silent sky. Nature never truly sleeps. It simply changes its rhythm. The same is true within you. While your mind slowly drifts toward dreams, your cells continue reading instructions, building proteins, creating energy, repairing delicate structures, and preparing for another beautiful day. No audience watches their work. No celebration marks each success. Yet together, these microscopic builders create something extraordinary. They create you, moment by moment, cell by cell, breath by breath, and with every peaceful passing minute, they continue writing one of the oldest and most beautiful stories ever told. The endless story of healing. As your breathing settles into a slow and comfortable rhythm, imagine stepping into another peaceful landscape hidden deep within your body. This place is warm. It is quiet. It is surrounded by gentle movement. Although you cannot see it, it has been with you every moment of your life. Welcome to the remarkable world of your heart. From the outside, the heart is often described as a pump. While that description is true, it hardly captures the beauty of what it actually does. A pump simply moves water. Your heart moves life. Before you were even born, while you were still growing safely inside the womb, your tiny heart had already begun beating. Long before your first breath, long before your first smile, long before anyone learned your name, that gentle rhythm had already started. And ever since then, it has continued without asking for a vacation. Day after day, night after night, year after year, not because someone is conducting it, but because millions of heart cells communicate with astonishing precision. Scientists have discovered that many heart cells can generate electrical activity on their own. Working together, they create a steady rhythm that continues throughout life. It is almost as if every heart cell quietly agrees to keep perfect time with its neighbors. No one rushes ahead. No one falls behind. Together they create the familiar sound. Lube-dub, lube-dub, lube-dub. One of the first sounds many people hear before they are born is the rhythm of another heart. Inside the womb, a growing baby is surrounded by the gentle heartbeat of its mother. Perhaps that is one reason so many people find slow, steady rhythms comforting. They remind us of our earliest home. Each heartbeat sends blood toward every corner of your body. Some journeys are short. Others travel astonishing distances through tiny branching vessels. The heart never decides which destination is more important. Every organ receives what it needs. The brain, the lungs, the kidneys, the muscles, even the smallest patch of skin on the tip of your finger receives its share. Healing depends upon this fairness. Wherever repair is needed, blood quietly arrives carrying oxygen, nutrients, hormones, immune cells, and countless tiny helpers. The heart becomes the faithful messenger connecting every healing story together. Yet even the heart itself is constantly healing. Its cells repair tiny amounts of everyday wear. Its blood vessels maintain their delicate walls. Its valves continue opening and closing with remarkable reliability. Like every other organ, it depends upon countless microscopic acts of maintenance happening every single day. Nature seems to love this idea. Nothing survives by remaining completely still. Everything remains healthy through gentle renewal. Rivers stay fresh because they continue flowing. Forests remain vibrant because old trees make room for young ones. Coral reefs slowly rebuild after storms. Even mountains are quietly reshaped by wind, rain, and time. Life is movement. Healing is movement. The heart understands this better than almost any other part of the body. There are moments when the heart beats faster. Perhaps while laughing with friends, perhaps during exercise, perhaps while watching a beautiful sunset. There are moments when it slows, especially during peaceful sleep. As you drift deeper into rest tonight, your heart becomes wonderfully efficient. It no longer needs to race. Your muscles have relaxed. Your breathing has slowed. Energy that was once used for busy daytime activities can now be directed toward quiet restoration. Scientists continue studying how restful sleep supports cardiovascular health, discovering that these peaceful hours give many systems throughout the body valuable time to recover and prepare for tomorrow. It is another reminder that healing does not always happen through action. Sometimes it happens through stillness. Imagine placing a tiny leaf upon a calm lake. The water does not struggle. It simply supports the leaf with gentle patience. Rest works much the same way. It creates the calm conditions that allow healing to continue naturally. Meanwhile, every heartbeat continues carrying more than blood. It carries possibility. Each journey may deliver oxygen to a healing muscle, or nutrients to growing skin, or immune cells to a place that quietly needs extra attention. No heartbeat is ordinary. Each one becomes another opportunity for life to care for itself. Perhaps that is one of the most comforting thoughts of all. It simply keeps beating. Steady, patient, faithful, And somewhere within that gentle rhythm, another chapter of healing quietly begins, carried on every peaceful heartbeat that echoes through the silent night. As the steady rhythm of your heart carries life through every corner of your body, another quiet world begins to awaken with each gentle breath. You have been breathing since the very first moments of your life. Most of the time, you hardly notice it. A breath comes in, a breath flows out, again and again. It is so familiar that it often fades into the background of everyday life. Yet every breath is part of one of the most remarkable healing stories ever written. Imagine standing at the edge of a peaceful forest just before sunrise. The air is cool. A gentle mist hangs between the trees. Everything feels fresh, calm, and full of quiet possibility. Each breath you take is a little like walking into that forest. Fresh air enters through your nose, where tiny hairs and delicate passages begin cleaning it before it continues deeper inside. Dust is gently trapped. The air becomes warmer. Moisture is added. By the time it reaches your lungs, it has already been carefully prepared. Nature rarely leaves anything to chance. The air continues traveling through branching tubes that divide again and again, becoming smaller with every turn. They resemble the branches of an ancient oak tree. Large branches divide into smaller ones. Those divide again. Soon, thousands of tiny pathways spread throughout your lungs like the branches of a peaceful woodland. At the very end of these branches are millions of tiny air sacs called alveoli. Each one is incredibly small, yet together they create an enormous surface where oxygen quietly meets the bloodstream. If all of these tiny air sacs could be gently opened and laid flat, they would cover an area nearly as large as a tennis court. It is astonishing to think that such an enormous exchange takes place inside something that fits comfortably within your chest. Here, oxygen begins one journey while carbon dioxide begins another. No words are spoken. No instructions are shouted. The exchange simply happens, breath after breath, throughout every hour of your life. The oxygen that enters your blood will soon help build new proteins. It will help muscles recover after movement. It will help your brain remain alert during the day and support countless chemical reactions during the night. Even the smallest repair inside your body depends upon the oxygen delivered through these quiet breaths. Without it, healing would slow. With it, millions of tiny builders receive the energy they need to continue their work. Your lungs are not alone in this story. Tiny blood vessels wrap around every air sac like delicate threads woven around soft fabric. Their walls are so incredibly thin that oxygen can pass through with remarkable ease. It is one of nature's finest designs, strong enough to last for decades, delicate enough to allow life itself to move through. Scientists continue to marvel at how efficiently this exchange takes place. Every minute, without conscious effort, your lungs and your heart work together in perfect partnership. One gathers oxygen, the other delivers it. Neither could complete the journey alone. Perhaps healing has always depended upon cooperation. Even beyond the human body, nature reminds us of this quiet truth. Trees breathe in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. Animals breathe in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. One becomes the other's helper. The forests and the lungs of the world have been quietly supporting one another for millions of years. It is a beautiful partnership that connects every living creature on Earth. Sometimes, after climbing a hill or walking quickly, your breathing becomes faster. Your body is asking for more oxygen because your hard-working muscles are creating more energy. Soon afterward, as you rest, your breathing gently slows once again. The body always seeks balance. Not too fast, not too slow, just enough. This balance can also be felt during moments of quiet relaxation. When you breathe slowly, Your nervous system often responds by encouraging the heart to settle into a calmer rhythm. Your muscles loosen, your shoulders soften, your thoughts may begin to drift more gently. It is one reason slow breathing has been practiced in many cultures for thousands of years. Not because it performs miracles overnight, but because it creates peaceful conditions in which the body can simply do what it has always known how to do. Heal. Imagine sitting beside a calm lake as evening approaches. With every breath, small ripples spread across the water before gradually disappearing into stillness. Nothing is forced. Nothing is hurried. Everything follows its own gentle rhythm. Your breathing can feel much the same. Each inhale brings fresh possibility. Each exhale quietly lets go of what is no longer needed. Inside your chest, billions of tiny exchanges continue. Inside your bloodstream, countless red blood cells begin another journey. Inside your cells, fresh oxygen becomes part of tomorrow's repair. The work is invisible, but it is never absent. As the night grows deeper and your eyelids become a little heavier, your lungs continue their graceful dance without asking for praise. Breath after breath, moment after moment, hour after hour, they quietly gather the gift of the outside world and offer it to every living cell within you. And somewhere, carried gently upon the next peaceful breath, another small chapter of healing begins, continuing the timeless story that your body has been writing since the day your first breath filled your tiny lungs. As the gentle rhythm of your breathing continues, another quiet story begins unfolding inside the place many people call the body's greatest teacher, your brain. Although it weighs only about as much as a small loaf of bread, it is home to nearly 100 billion nerve cells, each connected to thousands of others in an intricate network more complex than anything humans have ever built. If you could see these connections glowing in the darkness, they might resemble a vast galaxy. Billions of tiny lights, countless pathways, gentle flashes of electricity traveling like shooting stars across an endless night sky. Even now, as you relax beneath your blanket, this remarkable universe remains wonderfully alive. Many people imagine the brain becoming quiet during sleep. In truth, it simply changes its work. During the busy hours of the day, your brain helps you speak, walk, read, solve problems, recognize faces, and experience the world around you. But when night arrives, another shift quietly begins. Imagine a peaceful library after the visitors have gone home. The doors close. The lights grow softer. The librarians begin returning books to their proper shelves. Pages are carefully organized. Old papers are recycled. Important stories are preserved for future readers. Your sleeping brain behaves in much the same way. Throughout the day, countless experiences arrive all at once. A familiar smile, the taste of breakfast, the sound of rain, a conversation with someone you care about, the color of the evening sky. Your brain gathers these moments like a traveler collecting souvenirs. Yet not every memory needs to remain forever. During sleep, the brain gently sorts through them. Some memories grow stronger, others quietly fade. The most meaningful experiences are carefully woven into the larger story of who you are. Scientists are still discovering exactly how this remarkable process works, but it is clear that healthy sleep plays an important role in learning and memory. It is almost as though your mind spends the night carefully putting each thought where it belongs. While this gentle organization continues, another extraordinary task quietly takes place. Throughout the day, every hardworking cell in the brain produces tiny waste products, just as every busy city creates materials that must eventually be carried away. For many years, scientists wondered how the brain managed this enormous cleaning project. Then they discovered something remarkable. During sleep, A special network helps clear away many of these waste products by allowing fluid to move more freely through brain tissue. Imagine a peaceful river flowing through a quiet valley after everyone has gone home. The water gently carries away fallen leaves and small branches, leaving the river fresh for another sunrise. Your brain performs a similar kind of nightly housekeeping. Nothing dramatic, nothing noisy, just another beautiful example of healing through quiet care. Perhaps this is why so many people awaken feeling refreshed after a good night's sleep. The repairs may be invisible, but their effects are often easy to notice. Your thoughts feel clearer. Your attention feels steadier. Even simple tasks seem a little easier. Nature has spent millions of years perfecting this gentle rhythm of activity and rest. Deep inside the brain, billions of nerve cells continue communicating with one another. Each message is incredibly small. One cell releases tiny chemical messengers. Another receives them. An electrical signal quietly continues its journey. These messages travel across microscopic spaces called synapses, places so unimaginably tiny that millions could fit across the width of your fingernail. Yet these tiny conversations allow you to remember your favorite song, to recognize the voice of a loved one, to imagine distant galaxies, to dream about places you've never visited. The brain never truly works alone. It listens carefully to the rest of the body. Your heart shares its rhythm. Your lungs share each breath. Hormones carry gentle messages from distant glands. The immune system quietly reports what it has discovered. The digestive system sends information about nourishment. Everything is connected. Everything is part of the same peaceful conversation. This remarkable cooperation reminds us that healing is rarely the work of one organ alone. It is a shared effort. Like musicians performing together beneath the same conductor, every part contributes something important. Outside, perhaps the moon is slowly crossing the night sky. The stars continue shining from unimaginable distances. Many of their beams of light began traveling toward Earth years, centuries, or even thousands of years ago. Patience is written into the universe itself. The brain seems to understand this. It does not attempt to solve every problem at once. Instead, it strengthens one connection, repairs another, stores one memory, releases another. Tiny improvements, repeated again and again, slowly create something extraordinary. Even your dreams may become part of this quiet journey. Scientists continue exploring why we dream, and many questions remain unanswered. Some believe dreams may help the brain organize experiences. Others think they may simply reflect the remarkable activity of sleeping nerve cells. Whatever their purpose, dreams remind us that the sleeping mind is far from inactive. It is still exploring, still creating, still quietly healing. So as your own thoughts become softer and your breathing grows slower, your brain continues its peaceful night shift. Countless connections gently strengthen. Tiny rivers continue their silent cleansing. Important memories settle into place. Fresh energy is prepared for tomorrow. Without asking for attention, without making a sound, the remarkable universe inside your mind continues writing another beautiful chapter in the endless story of healing, one peaceful thought at a time. As your mind gently settles into the quiet rhythm of the night, let us continue our journey a little deeper, into a place where healing begins long before we ever notice it. Imagine a single tiny seed resting beneath the soil. From above, nothing seems to be happening. The earth is still. The air is quiet. Days pass, perhaps even weeks. Anyone walking by might believe the seed has been forgotten. Yet beneath the surface, an extraordinary transformation is already underway. The seed slowly absorbs water. Its protective shell softens. Hidden instructions that have waited patiently for months suddenly awaken. The The very first root begins reaching downward, searching for stability before the first leaf ever reaches toward the sunlight. Nature teaches an important lesson here. The strongest growth often begins where no one can see it. Healing follows this same quiet pattern. Many of the most remarkable repairs inside your body happen long before you notice the results. A tiny bone fracture begins forming new tissue days before you feel stronger. Fresh skin quietly develops beneath a healing scrape before the old layer gently falls away. A recovering muscle carefully rebuilds thousands of microscopic fibers before it ever feels more powerful. Patience is woven into every chapter of healing. Inside your body, there are remarkable cells known as stem cells. Scientists continue studying these extraordinary cells because of one fascinating ability. Unlike many other cells, stem cells can become different kinds of specialized cells when needed. They are a little like young apprentices who have not yet chosen their lifelong profession. Given the right signals, one may become part of healthy skin. Another may help create blood. Another may contribute to repairing certain tissues. Their journey depends upon the needs of the body. It is one of nature's quiet ways of preparing for the future. These remarkable cells remind us that potential is one of life's greatest treasures. Something very small today can become something extraordinary tomorrow. The same truth appears throughout nature. A tiny acorn quietly becomes an enormous oak tree. A single snowflake joins millions of others to cover an entire mountain. A single drop of rain eventually becomes part of a mighty river flowing toward the sea. Healing rarely depends upon one enormous moment. It is usually built from countless tiny moments working together. Now imagine walking through an ancient forest after a gentle rain. The air smells fresh. Drops of water rest upon soft green moss. Sunlight slowly filters through towering branches, painting quiet patterns across the forest floor. Everything seems peaceful, but beneath your feet, another hidden world is busy. Tree roots quietly exchange nutrients with vast underground networks of fungi. Scientists have discovered that these remarkable partnerships help many forests remain healthy. Trees may even share resources through these underground connections when neighboring trees need support. Nature often heals through cooperation rather than competition. Your own body works in much the same way. No organ tries to solve every problem alone. Your heart delivers blood. Your lungs provide oxygen. Your digestive system gathers nutrients. Your immune system quietly protects. Your brain coordinates countless activities. Every system supports the others. Together, they create something far stronger than any one part could accomplish alone. Even your bones, which may seem solid and unchanging, are constantly renewing themselves. Many people imagine bones as lifeless structures, almost like stones. In reality, they are living tissue. Every day, specialized cells gently remove tiny amounts of old bone, while other cells patiently build fresh bone in its place. This careful balance continues throughout your entire life. It is another example of nature quietly replacing the old with the new. Without this ongoing renewal, bones would gradually become weaker. Instead, they continue adapting to the gentle demands placed upon them. Nature rarely allows healthy structures to remain completely unchanged. Renewal keeps them strong. As you continue relaxing, perhaps your body feels a little heavier against the bed. Your breathing remains slow. Your heart beats steady. Inside you, millions of tiny construction projects continue without interruption. One cell carefully repairs its DNA. Another produces fresh collagen. Another quietly creates energy inside a mitochondrion. Nearby, an aging cell gracefully finishes its work and makes room for a younger one to continue. No celebration marks these moments. Yet together they create the quiet miracle of staying alive. Scientists estimate that your body replaces an astonishing number of cells over the course of your lifetime. Although different tissues renew at different speeds, the overall picture is extraordinary. You are constantly becoming a slightly newer version of yourself. Not all at once, little by little, day by day, night by night. Perhaps this gentle renewal offers a comforting thought. Healing is not always something waiting somewhere in the future. In many ways, it is already happening, right now. Just beneath the bark is a remarkably thin layer called the cambium. It quietly creates new wood on one side and new bark on the other. Year after year, another delicate ring is added. If you could look inside the trunk, those rings would tell the story of rainy seasons, dry summers, difficult winters, and years of abundant growth. The tree remembers every season, not with words, but with gentle circles hidden beneath its bark. Your own body remembers, too. A small scar on your knee may recall a childhood adventure. A stronger muscle may quietly remember weeks of patient exercise. Your immune system remembers illnesses it has overcome. Even your brain carefully preserves meaningful experiences while allowing countless unimportant details to gently fade away. Memory itself can become a form of healing. Not every memory remains sharp forever. The brain understands that making space for new experiences is just as important as preserving old ones. Like a careful gardener, it gently trims what is no longer needed so fresh growth can continue. Now imagine a tiny stream flowing through that moonlit forest. Its water is clear enough to reflect the stars above. As it moves, it carries fallen leaves, small twigs, and tiny grains of soil farther downstream. The stream never struggles to remain perfectly still. Its quiet movement is what keeps it fresh. The same is true inside your body. Blood keeps flowing. Lymph slowly carries away extra fluid. Cells exchange nutrients and waste. Tiny molecules travel from one place to another. Healing depends upon movement. Even stillness contains gentle motion. While you lie peacefully beneath your blanket, your chest continues rising and falling. Your heart keeps its steady rhythm. Millions of molecules cross microscopic distances every second. Nothing appears hurried, yet nothing has stopped. Scientists have long admired the body's ability to maintain balance. When the weather becomes hot, you sweat to cool yourself. When it becomes cold, tiny muscles help you stay warm. When you lose water, your brain gently reminds you to drink. When darkness falls, natural biological clocks begin preparing your body for sleep. These remarkable systems work together with astonishing precision. This constant balancing act has a beautiful scientific name, homeostasis. It simply means maintaining a stable internal environment even while the outside world keeps changing. Perhaps that is one of healing's greatest achievements. Not creating perfection, creating balance. Nature understands balance everywhere. The ocean rises and falls with the tides. The moon circles the earth. The seasons quietly follow one another. Day gently becomes night before returning once again to morning. Nothing remains exactly the same, yet everything follows a peaceful rhythm. Your body is part of that same rhythm. Inside every tiny cell, thousands of chemical reactions continue with extraordinary precision. Enzymes gently guide each step, making reactions happen at just the right speed. Without these remarkable proteins, many essential reactions would take far too long. With them, life unfolds smoothly and quietly. Imagine thousands of tiny craftsmen, each specializing in one particular task. One carefully builds, another gently separates, another repairs, another recycles. Each performs its work with calm patience. No one tries to do everything. Together, they accomplish something extraordinary. This quiet cooperation can also be seen in the night sky above the forest. The stars appear scattered, yet each follows its own path through the universe. Planets travel in graceful orbits. Galaxies slowly rotate over millions of years. The universe itself seems to whisper that harmony does not require haste. Healing follows the same gentle wisdom. A bruise slowly changes color before fading away. Fresh skin gradually becomes smoother. A strengthened bone patiently rebuilds itself layer by layer. A recovering mind slowly finds clarity after restful nights. Each step may seem small, but together they become remarkable. As your eyelids grow heavier, imagine yourself sitting beside that peaceful forest stream. The cool air feels gentle against your skin. The soft sound of flowing water blends with the quiet chorus of insects and distant owls. Somewhere above, countless stars continue shining across the endless darkness. Somewhere within you, countless cells continue their silent work. The forest heals, the river flows, the stars continue their patient journey. And inside your own body, millions of tiny caretakers continue building, repairing, protecting, and renewing, asking for nothing except a little time and another peaceful night of rest. The story of healing continues as quietly as the whisper of leaves beneath the moonlight, carrying you ever closer to deep, comfortable sleep. As the forest slowly fades into the distance, let your thoughts drift toward another peaceful place. Imagine standing beside the ocean just before dawn. The sky is still wrapped in shades of deep blue. The stars have not yet disappeared. Gentle waves roll toward the shore, one after another, never rushing, never stopping. Each wave looks almost identical to the last, yet no two are ever exactly the same. Healing often moves like the sea. It arrives quietly. It repeats itself patiently, and little by little, it changes everything. If you return to this same shoreline every morning for a year, you might not notice much difference from one day to the next. But after many years, the coastline itself would have changed. Cliffs would be shaped differently. Smooth stones would become even smoother. Shells would slowly return to the sand. The ocean teaches one of nature's oldest lessons. Small changes, repeated over a long time, become extraordinary transformations. Inside your body, the same gentle rhythm continues every moment. Every heartbeat carries another delivery. Every breath brings another supply of oxygen. Every healthy meal provides new building materials. Every peaceful night offers another opportunity for quiet repair. One moment alone may seem insignificant. Together, they become a lifetime of healing. Scientists often describe the human body as wonderfully adaptable. Adaptation is one of life's greatest gifts. Imagine moving to a place high in the mountains where the air is thinner. At first, climbing even a small hill might leave you breathing harder than usual. But given enough time, your body quietly begins adjusting. Your bone marrow may produce more red blood cells. Your breathing gradually becomes more efficient. Your heart and lungs learn to work together in slightly different ways. Nothing happens overnight. Nature simply gives the body time to adapt. The same quiet adaptability appears in countless parts of life. When you begin learning a new skill, your brain slowly strengthens new connections. When you walk regularly, your muscles become more efficient. When your skin spends time in the sunshine, it carefully protects itself by producing more melanin. Your body is constantly observing the world around it and gently preparing for tomorrow. Healing and adaptation often walk side by side. As the waves continue their endless dance, notice something else. The ocean is never truly still. Even beneath a calm surface, gentle currents travel across great distances. Warm water meets cool water. Tiny organisms drift through the sea. Nutrients rise from deep below. Everything is connected. Your own body contains similar currents. Blood flows through arteries and veins. Lymph quietly moves through delicate vessels, collecting extra fluid and helping support the immune system. Tiny chemical messengers travel from one organ to another. Electrical signals race along nerves. Nothing exists in complete isolation. Every system quietly supports another. Perhaps this is why even small acts of care can influence the whole body. A peaceful night's sleep supports the brain. The brain influences hormones. Hormones communicate with countless organs. Healthy movement encourages circulation. Good circulation helps deliver nutrients where they are needed. One gentle choice often creates many gentle benefits. Nature loves these quiet chains of cooperation. Now imagine picking up a smooth pebble from the shoreline. Its surface feels soft beneath your fingertips. Yet this stone may once have been rough and jagged. Years of gentle waves slowly shaped it, not through force, but through patience. Healing is often much the same. There are moments in life when we hope for instant change, yet the body usually chooses another path. One repaired cell today, another tomorrow, a little more strength next week, a little more flexibility next month. Nature is never discouraged by slow progress. It simply continues. Inside your bones, tiny builders called osteoblasts patiently create fresh bone tissue. Nearby, other specialized cells carefully remove old bone that has completed its purpose. This quiet balance continues throughout your life. Without it, your skeleton would gradually lose its remarkable ability to support you. Instead, it quietly renews itself, almost unnoticed. Even your muscles carry remarkable memories. When you practice a movement again and again, tiny changes occur within muscle fibers and the nervous system. Over time, movements that once required great effort begin to feel natural. Scientists sometimes refer to this as muscle memory, though much of the learning also involves the brain and nervous system working together. The body remembers, not only through thoughts, but through practice, through repetition, through gentle experience. Outside, the first hints of dawn may now be touching the horizon. The stars slowly begin fading into the brightening sky. Birds prepare for another morning. Flowers quietly turn toward the coming sunlight. The entire world seems ready to begin another day. Inside you, that preparation has already been underway for hours. Your cells have been repairing tiny injuries. Your brain has been organizing memories. Your immune system has continued its silent watch. Your heart has never missed its steady rhythm. Your lungs have faithfully gathered every breath. No applause has marked their work. No audience has watched their quiet dedication. Yet they have continued without pause, just as the ocean continues sending one gentle wave after another toward the shore. Perhaps that is the most comforting truth of all. Healing is rarely one grand event. It is thousands upon thousands of small acts of kindness performed by your own body, every second of every day. Like waves shaping the coastline, like stars slowly crossing the night sky, like trees adding one delicate ring each passing year. Your body continues its patient work, calmly, faithfully, beautifully, and as sleep carries you a little deeper into peaceful dreams, another gentle wave of healing quietly reaches the shore within you, leaving everything just a little stronger than before. As the first light of morning slowly begins to touch the horizon, let us pause for a moment beside a quiet meadow where countless tiny flowers gently sway in the cool breeze. At first glance, the meadow seems simple. Soft green grass stretches in every direction. Wildflowers bloom without hurry. Tiny butterflies drift from blossom to blossom. Bees hum quietly as they continue work that has been repeated for millions of years. Everything feels peaceful. Yet hidden within this calm landscape are some of nature's greatest lessons about healing. Look closely at a single flower. Only days ago, it was a tightly closed bud. Before that, it was only a tiny cluster of growing cells. Weeks earlier, it was part of a seed that appeared completely lifeless. Nothing about its beginning hinted at the colorful blossom it would eventually become. Healing often begins this way. The earliest signs are usually invisible. Long before a flower blooms, countless changes have already taken place beneath the surface. Long before a wound disappears, your body has already begun rebuilding tiny layers of tissue. Long before a person feels stronger after an illness, millions of microscopic repairs have quietly been completed. Nature reminds us that the most important work often happens where no one is looking. As the bees continue visiting each flower, they unknowingly carry tiny grains of pollen from one blossom to another. Their simple daily journey allows countless plants to produce seeds for future generations. The bees are not trying to change the entire meadow. They simply visit one flower at a time. Yet over weeks and months, their quiet work helps fill entire fields with life. Inside your body, healing follows a similar pattern. No single cell repairs everything. Each one performs one small task. One builds collagen. Another creates energy. Another removes worn-out material. Another carries oxygen. Another quietly watches for harmful bacteria or viruses. Individually, each task seems almost insignificant. Together, they create the extraordinary miracle of recovery. Scientists often speak about communication inside the body. This communication is not spoken with words. Instead, tiny chemical messengers travel from one place to another, carrying information with remarkable precision. Imagine thousands of handwritten letters being delivered every second throughout a peaceful town. Each letter reaches exactly the right home. Each message arrives at exactly the right time. One message may encourage cells to divide. Another may gently slow inflammation once its job has been completed. Another reminds the body to store energy. Yet another helps coordinate growth while you sleep. Life depends upon these endless conversations. Perhaps one of the greatest discoveries in modern biology is not how powerful individual cells are. It is how beautifully they cooperate. The body is less like a machine made of separate parts and more like a living community where everyone quietly helps one another. Even your digestive system, which has spent hours gently processing yesterday's meals, becomes part of this remarkable story. Every bite of food begins an incredible journey. Proteins are broken into amino acids. Carbohydrates become simple sugars. Healthy fats are carefully prepared for transport. Vitamins and minerals are gently absorbed through the walls of the small intestine. These tiny nutrients soon enter the bloodstream, traveling throughout your body to support thousands of different healing processes. The calcium in your meal may someday become part of healthy bone. The amino acids may help repair tiny muscle fibers. Vitamin C may assist in building fresh collagen beneath your skin. Iron may become part of a new red blood cell beginning its life inside your bone marrow. Nothing is wasted if the body can find a purpose for it. Nature has always been an excellent recycler. In the meadow, fallen leaves become rich soil. Old flowers return their nutrients to the earth. Rain nourishes new seeds. Sunlight provides energy for growing plants. The cycle continues without end. Inside you, old molecules become new ones. Worn-out cells make room for younger replacements. Energy flows from food into movement, thought, warmth, and healing. The cycle never truly stops. Even now, as your breathing remains slow and peaceful, billions of tiny chemical reactions continue throughout your body. Scientists estimate that these reactions number in the trillions every single second. The exact number is almost impossible to imagine. Yet together they allow every heartbeat, every blink, every breath, and every quiet moment of healing to unfold with remarkable precision. Perhaps this is why the human body continues to inspire scientists after centuries of study. Every discovery reveals another layer of beautiful complexity. Every answer seems to uncover new questions waiting patiently to be explored. The deeper we look, the more extraordinary ordinary life becomes. A single drop of blood, a single heartbeat, a single breath, a single cell. Each contains a universe of remarkable stories. The meadow slowly becomes brighter as the morning sun climbs higher into the sky. Tiny drops of dew sparkle like countless little diamonds resting upon blades of grass. Birds begin their morning songs. Butterflies open their delicate wings to the warmth of the new day. Nature welcomes another beginning. Inside your own body, another beginning is taking place as well. Fresh cells continue replacing old ones. New proteins are carefully folded into their perfect shapes. Damaged DNA is quietly repaired. Tiny blood vessels continue delivering oxygen to places where it is needed most. Everything moves with calm confidence. No rush, no fear, only the steady rhythm of life caring for itself. And somewhere deep within that peaceful rhythm, another beautiful page is added to the endless story of healing. A story written not with ink, but with living cells, gentle breaths, quiet heartbeats, and the patient wisdom of nature itself. As the sun slowly rises over the quiet meadow, tiny drops of dew begin to disappear. Not because they have been lost, but because they have changed. The warmth of the morning gently lifts each drop into the air, where it becomes invisible water vapor, beginning another journey toward the clouds. One day, that same water may fall as gentle rain upon a distant mountain. It may flow through a winding river. It may nourish a towering forest. Or perhaps it will return to the ocean before beginning the cycle once again. Nature never truly wastes anything. It transforms. Healing often follows this same gentle path. Sometimes we imagine healing as returning exactly to the way things once were. Yet nature quietly tells another story. A caterpillar does not heal by remaining a caterpillar. A seed does not heal by staying beneath the soil forever. A river does not heal by flowing backward. Life moves forward, always gently, always patiently. Transformation is one of healing's oldest companions. Inside your body, change is happening every moment. Some cells have reached the end of their long and faithful lives. After weeks, months, or even years of service, they quietly step aside. But this ending is not a failure. It is part of life's careful design. Scientists have discovered that many cells are able to perform something remarkable called programmed cell death. Rather than becoming damaged and causing problems for nearby tissues, these cells calmly follow a carefully organized process. They gently dismantle themselves into smaller pieces. Nearby cells quietly recycle many of those materials. Everything happens with astonishing order. It is one of the most peaceful endings found anywhere in nature. Without this remarkable process, healthy growth would become almost impossible. Imagine a beautiful garden where no old flowers ever made room for new blossoms. Eventually, the garden would become crowded. Fresh growth would struggle to find space. Instead, nature quietly creates balance. New beginnings often arrive because something older has gracefully completed its journey. Your body understands this perfectly. Every day, millions of cells retire after faithfully completing their work. At nearly the same moment, millions of new cells quietly begin their own journeys. The story never truly ends. Only the characters change. Perhaps that is why healing feels so deeply connected to hope. There is always another beginning waiting somewhere. As you continue resting, imagine following a tiny drop of water traveling through the roots of a great oak tree. The water slowly rises through the trunk, climbing higher than seems possible. No engines push it upward. No machines assist its journey. Instead, countless microscopic tubes and the remarkable properties of water quietly guide it toward the highest leaves. Soon sunlight reaches those leaves. Tiny openings called stomata gently exchange gases with the surrounding air. Carbon dioxide enters. Oxygen leaves. Using sunlight as its energy source, the tree begins creating food through the beautiful process of photosynthesis. Everything needed for life arrives from simple ingredients. Sunlight, water, air. Nature quietly combines them into forests. The human body performs equally remarkable transformations. The food you ate yesterday has already become part of you. Perhaps one molecule from an apple is now helping power a heartbeat. Perhaps calcium from yogurt has joined a strengthening bone. Perhaps protein from a nourishing meal is quietly repairing a tiny muscle fiber while you sleep. What once existed outside your body has now become part of your living story. Every meal becomes an opportunity for renewal. Every breath becomes another gift. Every peaceful night's sleep becomes another chapter of quiet restoration. Scientists continue exploring how remarkably adaptable the human body truly is. When tiny injuries appear, nearby tissues often begin communicating almost immediately. Growth factors are released. Proteins begin assembling. Blood vessels may gently expand to improve circulation where it is needed. Stem cells sometimes receive signals to help support repair. These intricate conversations happen with extraordinary precision. They are not random. They are carefully coordinated through millions of years of evolution. Even today, researchers continue uncovering new details about these microscopic communications. Every discovery reminds us that healing is even more remarkable than we once imagined. Outside, a gentle breeze moves through the meadow. Thousands of blades of grass bend together before quietly standing tall once again. Flexibility is one of nature's greatest strengths. Grass survives storms that might break much larger branches. Sometimes the ability to bend becomes the ability to endure. Your body reflects this same quiet wisdom. Bones combine strength with a surprising degree of flexibility. Skin stretches without tearing during ordinary movement. Blood vessels gently expand and contract with every heartbeat. Muscles lengthen before they shorten. The lungs softly inflate before relaxing once more. Life depends upon graceful movement rather than rigid stillness. As your own body rests peacefully, countless tiny movements continue beneath the surface. Microscopic motors carry important materials from one side of a cell to another. Enzymes gently guide chemical reactions. Proteins fold into elegant three-dimensional shapes. DNA is carefully copied whenever new cells are needed. Tiny electrical signals continue traveling through nerves with astonishing speed. Everything remains wonderfully alive. Everything remains wonderfully connected. Perhaps that is the greatest secret hidden inside the story of healing. No cell heals entirely alone. No organ works in complete isolation. Every success belongs to the whole body. Like musicians performing a beautiful symphony. Like stars forming a galaxy. Like trees creating a forest. Millions of small parts quietly cooperate to create something far greater than themselves. And as your breathing grows softer and your thoughts drift ever closer to peaceful dreams, your own body continues this ancient symphony. One gentle breath, one quiet heartbeat, one tiny repair, one new beginning. Again and again and again, the timeless story of healing continues. As patiently as the sunrise, as faithfully as the seasons, and as beautifully as life itself. The morning sun now rests a little higher above the horizon, spreading a warm golden light across the meadow. Every blade of grass seems brighter. Every flower gently opens its petals. Tiny insects begin another busy day, each following a path that has been repeated for countless generations. From a distance, everything appears wonderfully peaceful. Yet beneath the soil, an invisible world is just as alive as the one above it. Millions of tiny organisms quietly move through the earth. Friendly bacteria help break down fallen leaves. Fungi stretch delicate threads between the roots of nearby plants. Earthworms gently loosen the soil, allowing water and air to travel more easily. Together, these tiny helpers create healthy ground where new life can grow. For centuries, people believed that healing belonged only to the parts of nature we could easily see. But modern science has revealed something even more remarkable. Some of the greatest helpers are almost unimaginably small. The same is true within your own body. Hidden inside your digestive system lives an enormous community of microscopic life. Scientists call this collection the gut microbiome. It includes trillions of microorganisms, many of which peacefully share your body throughout your life. Although they are invisible without a microscope, they quietly perform extraordinary work. Some help break down certain foods. Others produce vitamins that your body can use. Some help train parts of the immune system during early life. Researchers continue discovering new ways these tiny companions may influence digestion, metabolism, and other aspects of health. There is still much to learn, but one lesson is already clear. Even the smallest living things can play an important role in the larger story of healing. Imagine an enormous city where every resident has a different job. Some bake bread, some build homes, some teach children, others plant gardens or repair roads. No single person could manage the entire city alone. Yet together, they create a place where everyone can thrive. The microscopic world inside your body works in much the same way. Countless tiny organisms quietly contribute to the balance of this living community. Most of the time, you never notice them. They simply go about their work with quiet dedication. Nature seems to delight in partnerships. Flowers welcome bees. Trees cooperate with fungi. Coral shelters tiny algae. The human body provides a home for helpful microbes, while many of those microbes perform useful tasks in return. Again and again, life reminds us that cooperation is one of its greatest strengths. As the day grows warmer, imagine a gentle stream flowing beside the meadow. The water is so clear that smooth stones can be seen resting on the bottom. Small fish glide effortlessly through the gentle current. Dragonflies skim across the surface, their delicate wings sparkling in the sunlight. The stream never keeps the same water for very long. Fresh water constantly arrives. Older water continues downstream. This quiet movement keeps the stream healthy. Inside your body, something similar is happening every moment. Your blood is constantly circulating. Lymphatic vessels quietly collect extra fluid from tissues before returning it to the bloodstream. Waste products are gently carried away. Fresh nutrients arrive. Everything remains in motion. The lymphatic system is one of the quieter heroes of the human body. Unlike the heart, it has no central pump. Instead, it depends upon gentle body movements, breathing, and nearby muscles to help move lymph through delicate vessels. Along these pathways are tiny structures called lymph nodes. They quietly filter the fluid, allowing immune cells to inspect what passes through. Imagine peaceful checkpoints along a winding river. Travelers continue their journey, while careful guardians briefly observe everything flowing by. Most days pass without incident. Yet if something unusual appears, the immune system is ready to respond. The remarkable thing is how calm this entire process usually remains. There is no panic, only quiet observation, quiet preparation, quiet care. Scientists continue exploring how closely the lymphatic system works with immunity, fluid balance, and healing. Every new discovery adds another chapter to our understanding of this beautiful inner world. Even after centuries of medical research, the human body still holds countless mysteries waiting to be discovered. Perhaps that is part of what makes science so inspiring. Every answer opens another door. Every discovery reveals another question. The journey of learning never truly ends, just as healing never truly stops. Even now, while you rest comfortably, your body continues preparing for moments that have not yet arrived. Fresh immune cells quietly mature. Proteins are carefully assembled. Hormones rise and fall in gentle rhythms. Tiny blood vessels adjust to changing needs. Every system is thinking a little ahead, always preparing for tomorrow. Outside, a butterfly lands softly upon a wildflower. Its wings open and close with effortless grace. Not long ago, this same butterfly lived a very different life as a caterpillar. Its transformation reminds us that extraordinary change often happens in silence. Inside its protective chrysalis, countless tiny changes unfolded beyond anyone's view. By the time the butterfly emerged, an entirely new chapter had begun. Healing often resembles that quiet transformation. Many of the greatest changes happen beneath the surface, where patience quietly accomplishes what hurry never could. So as your breathing becomes slower, and the peaceful rhythm of this journey carries you closer towards sleep, remember that your own body is filled with gentle transformations. Invisible helpers continue their work. Microscopic communities quietly cooperate. Rivers of blood continue flowing. Lymph continues its patient journey. Cells continue building. Cells continue renewing. And somewhere deep within this remarkable living universe, another tiny chapter of healing begins, so small that no eye could ever witness it, yet so important that life itself depends upon it. As the peaceful stream continues its gentle journey, let us follow it until it reaches the edge of a quiet mountain. The air here feels cool and wonderfully fresh. Wildflowers grow between smooth stones. Tall pine trees sway softly with every passing breeze. Above them, snow rests peacefully on distant peaks, even as the valleys below welcome the warmth of the morning sun. Mountains have a remarkable way of teaching patience. They are shaped so slowly that a single human lifetime can barely notice the changes. A tiny crack forms in a rock. Rainwater quietly slips inside. Winter arrives, and the water freezes, expanding ever so slightly. When spring returns, the ice melts again. The process repeats year after year. Eventually, what once seemed like an unchanging mountain begins to transform, not through force, but through countless gentle moments working together. Healing often follows the same quiet rhythm. A single night's sleep may not seem to change very much. One healthy meal may appear ordinary. One peaceful walk may feel small. Yet when these simple moments are repeated over days, weeks, months, and years, they quietly become part of a much larger story. Nature has always believed in the power of consistency. Inside your body, countless tiny builders believe the same thing. Imagine a single bone deep within your arm. From the outside, it appears strong and solid, almost like polished stone. Yet if you could step inside, you would discover a living landscape filled with tiny passages, flowing blood vessels, and remarkable cells working together every moment. Some of these cells are called osteoblasts. Their task is beautifully simple. They build. Patiently, they lay down fresh layers of bone, adding tiny crystals of calcium and phosphorus that give the skeleton its remarkable strength. Nearby are osteoclasts. Their work is very different. Rather than building, they gently remove small amounts of older bone that has already served its purpose. At first, this might sound surprising. Why would the body carefully remove healthy bone? The answer reveals another quiet lesson from nature. Sometimes, renewal requires making room for something new. If old bone remained forever unchanged, it would gradually become less able to adapt to the changing needs of everyday life. Instead, the body constantly replaces small portions with fresh, healthy tissue. It is a never-ending conversation between building and recycling, between yesterday and tomorrow. Scientists call this process bone remodeling. It continues throughout your entire life. Even while you are peacefully listening now, your skeleton is quietly renewing itself. Perhaps this explains why the human body is so extraordinary. It is not a statue carved from stone. It is a living masterpiece that is constantly caring for itself. The same quiet rhythm can be found inside your muscles. After a long walk, climbing stairs, or enjoying gentle exercise, tiny microscopic changes occur within muscle fibers. These changes are completely normal. Soon afterward, your body begins sending fresh proteins to those tiny areas. Little by little, the fibers become slightly stronger. This is why rest is such an important companion to movement. The rebuilding happens after the effort. Nature understands balance. The forest needs both sunshine and rain. The ocean welcomes both calm days and powerful storms. Your body also needs both activity and rest. Neither alone tells the complete story. Together, they create resilience. As you continue breathing slowly, notice how your own body has already found that balance tonight. Your muscles are relaxed. Your heartbeat is steady. Your breathing is calm. These peaceful conditions allow countless tiny repairs to continue without interruption. Scientists have learned that many hormones follow daily rhythms known as circadian rhythms. Some rise in the morning to help you wake with energy. Others become more active during the evening, gently preparing your body for restful sleep. It is almost like an invisible orchestra performing a different melody for every hour of the day. No clock announces these changes. Your body simply knows. Deep inside the brain, a tiny group of cells helps coordinate these daily rhythms by responding to light and darkness. As evening arrives, signals gently encourage the production of melatonin, a hormone that helps prepare the body for sleep. With the coming of daylight, those signals gradually change once again. Nature has carefully synchronized your body with the turning of the earth itself. Every sunrise, every sunset, every changing season, your body quietly listens. Perhaps this is one reason spending time in nature often feels so comforting. The rhythms outside gently echo the rhythms already living within you. The rising sun, the flowing river, the changing seasons, the beating heart, the steady breath. Each follows its own gentle pattern. None are hurried. None are perfectly still. All are beautifully alive. Now imagine standing at the very top of the mountain. The view stretches for countless kilometers. Rivers sparkle below. Forests spread across the valleys. Clouds drift slowly through the sky. From this peaceful place, it becomes easier to see how everything is connected. The snow feeds the streams. The streams nourish the forests. The forests help shape the air. The air supports every living creature below. Your body is much the same. The heart depends upon the lungs. The brain depends upon the heart. The muscles depend upon the blood. The immune system depends upon countless signals from every corner of the body. Nothing stands completely alone. Healing is never the work of one hero. It is millions of quiet helpers working together with remarkable harmony. And as your thoughts drift gently towards sleep, those helpers continue their timeless work. One cell quietly divides. Another gently repairs. Another delivers oxygen. Another carries away what is no longer needed. Like tiny mountain streams joining together to form a mighty river. Each small act of healing becomes part of something far greater. A peaceful body, a peaceful mind, a peaceful night, and another beautiful chapter in the endless story of healing. From the quiet mountain, let your thoughts drift gently upward into the wide, open sky. The air becomes cooler. Soft white clouds move slowly across a sea of blue. High above the forests and rivers, everything feels peaceful, almost as if time itself has decided to slow down. Clouds are remarkable travelers. Some begin their journey as tiny drops of water resting quietly on the surface of a calm lake. Others rise from the ocean after being warmed by the morning sun. Invisible at first, they slowly gather together high above the earth, forming shapes that drift gracefully with the wind. Eventually, many of them return to the ground as gentle rain, beginning the cycle once again. Nature has always loved cycles. The changing seasons, the rising and setting of the sun, the phases of the moon, the steady rhythm of the tides. Nothing is truly standing still. Everything is quietly becoming something new. Healing follows these same timeless patterns. There are moments of activity. There are moments of deep rest. There are times for rebuilding. There are times for simply allowing the body to continue its quiet work without interruption. Imagine watching a cloud for several minutes. At first, it appears unchanged. But if you continue looking, you begin to notice tiny differences. Its edges soften. Its shape slowly stretches. A small piece drifts away. Another gently forms. The change is so gradual that it almost feels invisible. Many of the body's healing processes happen in exactly this way. If you look only for dramatic changes, you may believe nothing is happening. Enzymes are remarkable proteins that help chemical reactions happen much more quickly than they otherwise could. Without them, many essential reactions might take hours, days, or even years. With them, those same reactions can occur in fractions of a second. They are like patient guides helping travelers find the quickest path through a peaceful forest. Each enzyme has a very specific purpose. One helps digest food. Another repairs DNA. Another helps produce energy. Another assists in building important molecules needed for healthy tissues. There are thousands of different enzymes quietly working inside you at this very moment. Most of them will never be noticed. Yet every one contributes to the beautiful story of healing. Now imagine a single tiny protein being created inside one of your cells. At first, it is nothing more than a long chain of amino acids. Slowly, almost magically, it begins folding. It twists. It bends. It curls into an incredibly precise shape. Only after reaching exactly the right form can it begin its work. Scientists still marvel at how accurately this folding process occurs. Even with all of today's technology, nature continues accomplishing it with breathtaking elegance. Outside your body, similar precision can be found everywhere. A spider quietly weaves a web with astonishing symmetry. Snowflakes grow into delicate crystals, each following the beautiful rules of physics. Honeybees build hexagonal honeycombs that use space with incredible efficiency. Nature rarely wastes effort. It quietly chooses elegant solutions again and again. As the afternoon sunlight gently filters through the clouds, imagine lying comfortably in a peaceful field. The warm grass supports your body. A gentle breeze brushes across your face. You watch the clouds drift overhead without trying to follow any particular one. Some arrive, some slowly disappear. Others quietly transform into entirely new shapes. Thoughts can be much the same. Some stay only for a moment. Others remain a little longer. Eventually, most drift away, making room for new ones. The brain understands that holding on to every single thought forever would become overwhelming. Instead, it gently organizes, sorts, and lets go. In many ways, healing also includes knowing what no longer needs to be carried. Inside your nervous system, billions of tiny electrical signals continue traveling from one neuron to another. Some tell your lungs to keep breathing. Others help your heart maintain its rhythm. Some coordinate tiny muscle movements, while others quietly monitor your internal environment. Every message arrives at astonishing speed. Every destination is carefully chosen. Every signal contributes to the peaceful balance that allows healing to continue. Scientists often compare the nervous system to an incredibly advanced communication network. But perhaps it is even more beautiful than that. It is less like a collection of wires and more like a forest filled with countless living pathways, each one gently sharing information with its neighbors. No path exists entirely alone. Every connection strengthens the whole. As daylight slowly begins giving way to another peaceful evening, the sky once again fills with soft shades of gold, pink, and deep blue. The clouds continue their patient journey across the horizon. Below them, rivers continue flowing. Forests continue growing. Mountains quietly stand watch. And inside your own body, billions upon billions of tiny helpers continue performing their silent work with extraordinary care. One enzyme completes another reaction. One cell finishes another repair. One protein folds into its perfect shape. One gentle breath delivers another gift of oxygen. Again, and again, and again. The beautiful rhythm of healing continues, as constant as the drifting clouds and as timeless as the sky itself. As evening quietly returns once more, the colors of the sky begin to soften. The bright blue slowly melts into shades of gold. Gold becomes orange. Orange gently fades into deep purple. Soon, the very first stars appear, one by one, scattered across the growing darkness. The Earth has completed another peaceful turn. Without anyone noticing, our planet has traveled millions of kilometers around the sun during the course of another year, while also spinning faithfully through another day. Everything in the universe seems to move with quiet confidence. Nothing rushes. Nothing hesitates. The galaxies continue their graceful dance. The oceans follow the pull of the moon. The forests quietly prepare for another night. And your own body, just like the Earth itself, follows rhythms that have been carefully shaped over millions of years. Imagine standing beneath this beautiful night sky. Far above you, countless stars shine with ancient light. Some of the light reaching your eyes tonight began its journey hundreds or even thousands of years ago. It traveled across unimaginable distance. If something begins drifting away from its healthy range, gentle adjustments quietly begin. Perhaps your breathing changes slightly. Perhaps hormones carry new messages. Perhaps blood vessels become a little wider or a little narrower. These changes are usually so smooth that you never notice them. Yet they happen thousands of times every day. Scientists often describe the body as one of the finest examples of self-regulation ever discovered. It does not simply react. It constantly predicts, adjusts, and prepares. This remarkable ability helps create the stable conditions that healing depends upon. Imagine an experienced gardener caring for a beautiful greenhouse. The temperature is gently adjusted. The soil remains moist. The sunlight is carefully welcomed. The plants are quietly observed every day. The gardener cannot force a flower to bloom overnight. Instead, the gardener creates the perfect conditions for growth. Your body behaves in much the same way. It creates conditions where healing can naturally unfold. The cells themselves perform the rebuilding. The body simply supports them with remarkable care. As darkness settles across the landscape, countless creatures begin their own nightly routines. Owls quietly leave their nests. Fireflies blink softly among the trees. Bats glide silently through the evening air. While some parts of nature prepare for sleep, others begin their busiest hours. Life simply changes its rhythm. The same is true inside you. As you relax more deeply, certain parts of your body become wonderfully active. Cells continue repairing tiny injuries. The immune system quietly patrols. The brain organizes memories. Hormones gently shift to support another peaceful night. Every heartbeat delivers another quiet promise. Every breath brings another opportunity. Every passing minute becomes another page in the beautiful story of healing. Perhaps that is the greatest comfort of all. You do not have to remind your heart to beat. You do not have to ask your lungs to breathe. You do not have to instruct each cell how to repair itself. For millions of years, life has been quietly perfecting these remarkable processes. Tonight, they continue exactly as they always have. Patiently, faithfully, silently. And as another peaceful evening wraps itself around the earth, your own body continues its endless journey of renewal, writing another beautiful chapter in the timeless story of healing. One gentle heartbeat, one peaceful breath, and one tiny cell at a time. As the stars become brighter overhead, imagine walking through a quiet garden illuminated only by gentle moonlight. The air is cool. The flowers have folded their petals for the night. Tiny droplets of dew begin forming on smooth green leaves. The world seems to be resting. Yet beneath this peaceful silence, life continues its gentle work. Roots slowly draw water from the earth. Leaves quietly exchange gases with the cool night air. Invisible insects move softly among the plants. Even in stillness, the garden is wonderfully alive. Your body shares this same quiet rhythm. When you fall asleep, it does not become inactive. It simply turns its attention inward. Imagine that every cell in your body is carrying a tiny lantern. During the busy hours of the day, those lanterns shine brightly as they help you think, move, speak, and explore the world. By evening, some of those little lights begin to dim, not because they are fading away, but because they are preparing for another night of gentle renewal. Inside each cell are remarkable structures that quietly monitor everything happening around them. If a protein becomes damaged, tiny molecular helpers carefully recognize the problem. If a section of the cell begins to wear out, specialized recycling systems gently take it apart. Many of the smallest building blocks are used once again to create something new. Nature has always been remarkably efficient. Imagine an old stone cottage in the countryside. After many years, one weathered stone becomes cracked. The builders do not tear down the entire cottage. Instead, they carefully remove the damaged stone and replace it with a new one. The cottage remains strong because it is continually cared for. Your body follows the same quiet wisdom. It does not wait for every part to become worn out. It performs small acts of maintenance every single day. One repaired protein, one renewed cell membrane, one carefully folded enzyme, one tiny strand of DNA restored to its proper form. These small moments may seem insignificant on their own, yet together they allow your body to remain healthy through countless seasons of life. Scientists continue discovering remarkable details about how cells know when to repair themselves. Tiny signaling molecules travel from one part of the cell to another. Some act like gentle reminders. Others quietly coordinate repairs. Still others help determine whether a cell should continue working or gracefully make room for a healthier replacement. Everything happens with astonishing order. There is very little confusion. Each tiny worker seems to understand its role. Perhaps that is one of the most beautiful lessons hidden inside biology. Great harmony can arise when countless small parts quietly cooperate. Outside the garden, the moon slowly climbs higher into the sky. Although it appears to shine with its own light, the moon is actually reflecting sunlight that has traveled nearly 150 million kilometers across space. The light touches the moon before gently reaching Earth, bathing forests, oceans, mountains, and quiet gardens in its soft glow. Sometimes the most beautiful light is shared light. Healing often works this way. One healthy system quietly supports another. The heart delivers oxygen. The lungs provide fresh air. The digestive system gathers nutrients. The kidneys carefully filter the blood. The liver processes and stores important substances. The brain coordinates countless activities. Each organ quietly reflects strength toward the others. Together they create balance. Deep inside the abdomen rests one of the hardest working organs of all, the liver. It rarely receives much attention. You cannot feel it carrying out its daily tasks. Yet every minute, blood flows through this remarkable organ where countless chemical reactions quietly take place. The liver helps process nutrients from your meals. It stores energy for later use. It produces important proteins that travel through your bloodstream. It helps break down substances your body no longer needs. Scientists estimate that hundreds of different functions are connected to this extraordinary organ. Even more remarkable is its ability to recover after certain kinds of injury. Although every situation is different, the liver possesses a greater capacity for regeneration than many other human organs. Researchers continue studying this remarkable ability, hoping to better understand the biological signals that guide such renewal. Nature still has many secrets waiting to be discovered. Every new scientific finding reminds us how much beauty remains hidden inside the ordinary workings of life. Now imagine returning your attention to the quiet garden. A tiny flower slowly turns toward the moon. A gentle breeze carries the scent of blooming jasmine through the cool night air. Somewhere nearby, a small stream continues flowing without interruption. Nothing in the garden seems hurried. Nothing appears worried. Everything simply follows the rhythm that nature has quietly practiced for millions of years. Your own body is doing exactly the same. Blood continues flowing. Cells continue communicating. Proteins continue forming. Energy continues being created inside countless mitochondria. Memories continue settling gently into place. Tiny repairs continue hour after hour. No audience watches these beautiful moments. No applause marks each success. Yet together they become one of the greatest achievements in all of biology. The simple, peaceful ability of life to care for itself. And as your breathing grows slower and your thoughts drift like soft clouds across the night sky, your body continues its gentle work with endless patience. One molecule at a time, one heartbeat at a time, one peaceful breath at a time, quietly writing another page in the timeless, beautiful story of healing. The moonlight continues spreading across the quiet landscape, touching forests, rivers, mountains, and oceans with a soft silver glow. Somewhere in the distance, waves gently move toward the shore. Somewhere beneath the soil, roots continue growing. Somewhere high above, clouds slowly travel across the sky. The world appears peaceful. Yet everywhere, life is constantly adjusting, repairing, and renewing itself. This same quiet dance is happening inside you. Every moment of every day, your body is making thousands of tiny decisions. Not decisions made with thoughts or words, but with chemistry, electricity, and millions of years of biological wisdom. When your temperature changes, your body responds. When your energy levels shift, your body adapts. When you encounter challenges, your body searches for balance. This incredible ability to maintain stability is one of the reasons life can survive in such a changing world. Imagine a small boat floating on the ocean. The waves never completely stop. The wind constantly changes direction. The water rises and falls. Yet a skilled sailor gently adjusts the sails, keeping the boat moving safely forward. Your body works in a similar way. The environment around you is always changing, but countless systems quietly adjust to help maintain harmony within. One of the greatest examples of this balance can be found in your blood. Every second, Your body carefully monitors how much oxygen is available. Too little oxygen, and your cells would struggle. Too much oxygen in the wrong place, and delicate structures could become damaged. The body constantly searches for the perfect balance. Red blood cells travel through countless pathways, carrying oxygen where it is needed most. They do not know your plans for tomorrow. They do not know what you hope to achieve. They simply perform their ancient mission. Deliver, return, repeat. For months, each red blood cell travels through your body thousands upon thousands of times. Eventually, after completing its journey, it reaches the end of its natural life. But even then, its story does not simply disappear. The materials inside it are carefully recycled. Iron can be collected and reused. Other components can return to the body's supply of building materials. Even endings become beginnings. Nature has always understood this cycle. A fallen tree becomes nourishment for new plants. An old shell becomes part of the ocean floor. A dying star creates elements that may someday become part of new worlds. The universe itself seems built upon transformation. Your body follows the same ancient pattern. As the night continues, let your imagination travel into the deepest oceans. Far below the waves, where sunlight can barely reach, strange and beautiful creatures survive in a world completely different from our own. Some creatures have developed incredible abilities to repair themselves. Certain sea animals can regrow lost parts of their bodies. Some starfish can regenerate portions of their arms. Some tiny marine creatures can rebuild damaged tissues with remarkable efficiency. Scientists study these abilities because they reveal possibilities hidden within the natural world. The ability to repair is not unique to humans. It is one of life's oldest skills. Every living creature carries some form of healing ability. A small lizard regrows part of its tail. A wounded plant seals damaged areas and continues growing. A forest returns after fire. A coral reef slowly rebuilds after storms. Life is constantly searching for a way forward. Humans may not possess every regenerative ability found in nature, but our bodies still contain remarkable repair systems. A broken bone can reconnect. A cut can close. A damaged muscle can rebuild. A tired mind can recover through rest. The ability to heal is written deeply into the story of being alive. Perhaps the most beautiful part is that healing does not require perfection. Nature itself is not perfect. Storms break branches. Rivers change direction. Mountains crack. Yet life continues. It adapts. It rebuilds. It creates new paths. The same is true for people. Every person carries evidence of recovery. A childhood scar, a healed injury, a difficult season that eventually passed. The body remembers challenges, but it also remembers how to continue. Inside your brain, this ability to adapt is especially remarkable. Your neurons are not fixed like wires in a machine. They are living cells that can strengthen certain connections and weaken others. When you learn something new, practice a skill, or create a memory, your brain changes. Tiny connections become stronger. New pathways develop. This ability is called neuroplasticity. It means the brain has a remarkable capacity to adjust throughout life. Every conversation you have, every book you read. Elsewhere, recycling systems are breaking down old pieces and preparing them for another purpose. This workshop exists inside almost every cell. It is the remarkable process of maintenance that keeps life moving forward. Every living thing faces challenges. The wind bends trees. The ocean shapes rocks. The sun changes landscapes. Time slowly transforms everything it touches. Your body faces its own challenges every day. Movement creates tiny stresses. Metabolism creates waste. The environment exposes you to countless invisible influences. Yet instead of simply accepting damage, life responds with repair. This ability is one of the oldest stories on Earth. Long before humans existed, simple organisms were already finding ways to survive. A damaged cell learned to repair itself. A wounded creature learned to recover. A plant learned to grow around injury. Generation after generation, these abilities continued. And today, you carry the results of billions of years of biological experience inside you. One of the most fascinating examples of healing can be found within your DNA. Every cell in your body contains genetic instructions that must be carefully protected. DNA is incredibly stable, but it is not completely untouched by the world around it. Sunlight, natural chemical reactions, and ordinary cellular activity can create tiny changes. Fortunately, your cells have developed remarkable repair systems. Imagine a careful editor reading through a priceless ancient book. Whenever a small mistake appears, the editor notices it. The damaged word is removed. The correct version is restored. The story continues. Your cells perform a similar kind of careful editing with genetic information. Special proteins constantly inspect DNA. When problems are discovered, they help correct them. This does not happen once. It happens again and again throughout life. Every day, every hour, every moment. It is a quiet process that protects the instructions needed for future generations of cells. The precision is extraordinary. Inside a single cell, countless molecular events happen in perfect coordination. The cell must know when to grow, when to divide, when to repair, when to rest, when to gracefully end its journey. Too much activity could create problems. Too little activity could prevent growth. The secret is balance, and balance is everywhere in nature. The ocean needs both waves and calm waters. A forest needs both growth and decay. The earth needs both sunlight and darkness. The body needs both effort and recovery. Everything exists through a gentle relationship between opposites. Even your immune system follows this principle. A healthy immune response requires strength, but it also requires restraint. Too little activity may allow harmful invaders to grow. Too much activity may create unnecessary damage. The immune system must know when to act and when to become quiet again. This balance is one of the most complex tasks performed inside the human body. Millions of immune cells communicate through delicate chemical signals. Some encourage action. Others help calm the response once the danger has passed. Healing is not only about fighting. It is also about returning to peace. Imagine a forest after a powerful storm. At first, fallen branches cover the ground. The landscape looks damaged. But slowly, nature begins its work. Small plants appear. Animals return. New pathways form. The forest does not erase the storm from its history. It grows around the experience. The same happens within the body. A healed area may carry a reminder of what happened. A scar, a strengthened tissue, a memory stored within the immune system. The body remembers, but it also continues. As you rest tonight, your brain is quietly helping this entire process. Sleep creates a special environment where restoration becomes easier. During deep sleep, many repair processes become more active. Hormonal patterns shift. Energy is redirected. The body moves away from the demands of daytime activity and toward recovery. This is why sleep feels so essential. It is not simply time when nothing happens. It is a period when some of the most important work begins. Think of a city at night. During the day, roads are crowded. People are moving everywhere. Businesses are open. The city is focused on activity. But at night, another group begins working. Roads are repaired. Buildings are maintained. Systems are checked. Small problems are fixed before they become larger ones. Sleep is like the nighttime maintenance shift of the human body. Quiet, necessary, powerful. And while you dream, your body continues this ancient process. Cells continue communicating. Tissues continue renewing. The brain continues organizing. The immune system continues watching. The heart continues its faithful rhythm. Everything continues. Slowly, peacefully, naturally. Perhaps the most comforting thought is that healing is not something your body learned recently. It is an ability carried through every living generation before you. The same fundamental ideas that allowed ancient organisms to survive still exist inside your cells today. Repair, renewal, adaptation, balance. These are not new discoveries. They are ancient gifts. And as your eyes grow heavier and your thoughts become softer, allow yourself to rest with the knowledge that your body is already doing what it has done since the beginning of life. Quietly caring for you, quietly rebuilding, quietly preparing, one tiny repair at a time, one peaceful breath at a time, one beautiful moment at a time. The endless story of healing continues beneath the silence of the night. The darkness outside becomes softer, almost as if the night itself is preparing to rest. The stars continue shining above the earth. The oceans continue their slow movements. The forests continue breathing beneath the moonlight. And deep within every living creature, countless hidden processes continue their ancient work. Inside you, another peaceful chapter of healing begins. Imagine walking through a quiet valley after a gentle rainfall. The ground feels fresh beneath your feet. Tiny streams have formed between the rocks. The leaves of nearby trees sparkle with water droplets. Everything looks renewed. Yet the valley did not become beautiful because the rain erased everything that came before. The rain simply gave life another opportunity to continue. Healing often works the same way. It does not always remove every difficult moment. Sometimes it provides the conditions needed for growth after those moments. A healed body is not a body that has never experienced damage. It is a body that has learned how to respond. This ability to recover is one of the most remarkable characteristics of living things. Even the smallest organisms possess strategies for survival. A tiny plant damaged by insects may produce protective chemicals. A tree wounded by lightning may create barriers around the injured area. A small creature exposed to danger may change its behavior to survive. Life constantly searches for ways to continue. The human body carries this same ancient wisdom. One of the most fascinating examples can be found in the way wounds close. Imagine a small cut on your skin. At first, it may seem like a simple event, but beneath the surface, an incredible sequence begins. Almost immediately, blood vessels respond. The body recognizes that a barrier has been broken. Platelets quickly gather near the opening. They begin forming a temporary structure that helps slow bleeding. Soon, a network of proteins creates a stronger framework. This framework acts almost like a bridge, allowing new tissue to gradually form. Then immune cells arrive. They carefully examine the area. They remove damaged material. They help protect the vulnerable space while the next stage begins. After this preparation, new skin cells slowly move toward the center. Fresh tissue develops. The opening becomes smaller. The protective barrier returns. A process that appears simple from the outside is actually a beautifully coordinated performance involving countless cells. No single cell controls the entire process. Each one follows its own instructions. Together, they create healing. This pattern appears throughout nature. A flock of birds does not need one bird controlling every movement. Each bird responds to those nearby, creating a beautiful formation across the sky. A school of fish moves together through the ocean without a leader giving every command. A forest grows without a single tree directing every root and leaf. Complex harmony can emerge from simple cooperation. The human body is one of nature's greatest examples of this principle. Every organ contributes. Every cell participates. Every system supports another. Now imagine traveling deeper into the world of your muscles. Beyond the visible strength of your arms and legs exists a hidden network of communication. Muscle cells are not simply pieces of material that move when you ask them to. They are living structures constantly responding to signals. When you use your muscles, they receive information. When you rest, they begin adapting. When you provide them with nourishment and recovery, they become prepared for future demands. This ability to adapt is one reason humans can become stronger through training. The body listens. It learns. It adjusts. A person who begins walking regularly may slowly develop greater endurance. Someone who practices balance may gradually improve coordination. Someone who learns a new movement may create stronger pathways between the brain and muscles. The body is always paying attention. Every experience leaves a small impression. Like footsteps on a forest path, repeated journeys create clearer pathways over time. The brain works together with the body in this process. Every movement begins with a conversation between thought and action. The brain sends signals. The muscles respond. The body provides information back. Together, they create a continuous cycle of learning and adaptation. Scientists call this communication between the nervous system and the body an incredibly complex partnership. Even simple actions, such as picking up a glass of water, require thousands of tiny adjustments. Your eyes judge distance. Your brain calculates movement. Your muscles change tension. Your fingers adjust pressure. All of this happens so naturally that you rarely notice. Yet hidden beneath ordinary actions is extraordinary coordination. Healing depends on this same cooperation. A damaged area does not work alone. The brain, immune system, blood vessels, hormones, and surrounding tissues all contribute. Every part becomes involved in restoring balance. As the valley becomes quieter beneath the evening sky, imagine a small plant growing through a crack in a stone wall. At first, it seems impossible. The stone appears too hard. The space appears too small. Yet slowly, patiently, the plant continues. A tiny root explores. A small stem reaches upward. A few leaves unfold toward the sunlight. The plant does not defeat the stone through force. It succeeds through persistence. Healing often carries the same message. Small efforts repeated over time can overcome enormous challenges. A single healthy choice may seem small. A single night of good rest may seem ordinary. A single moment of calm may seem insignificant. But together, these moments shape the future. Your body is constantly collecting these small acts of care. Every nutritious meal, every peaceful sleep, every moment of movement, every deep breath, every opportunity to recover. Each one becomes part of the larger story. And now, as the night grows deeper and your mind becomes calmer, remember that healing is not a distant event waiting somewhere ahead. It is already happening, within your cells, within your tissues, within every quiet system working together. The same ancient force that helped the first living organisms survive continues moving through you today. The ability to repair, the ability to adapt, the ability to begin again. And as you drift toward peaceful sleep, your body continues its gentle journey forward. Not rushing, not struggling, simply healing. One moment, one breath, one tiny miracle at a time. The quiet valley slowly disappears into the distance as your imagination begins drifting toward a peaceful coastline. The night ocean stretches endlessly beneath the stars. Small waves arrive at the shore, then gently return to the deep blue water. Again and again, the ocean has followed this rhythm for millions of years. It does not hurry. It does not become frustrated by the distance it must travel. It simply continues. Healing carries the same quiet patience. Some changes happen quickly, others require time. But every small movement forward becomes part of a much larger transformation. Imagine holding a single seashell in your hand. Its surface feels smooth and polished. But long ago, it may have been rough and uneven. Countless waves touched it. Tiny grains of sand brushed against it. Years passed. Slowly, almost invisibly, the shell transformed. Nature often creates its greatest works through gentle repetition. The human body does the same. Every day, countless small processes repeat themselves. A heartbeat, a breath, a cell dividing, a protein being created, a molecule being recycled. Each action appears ordinary, yet together, they create the extraordinary experience of being alive. Deep inside your body, one of the most important processes happening every moment is the creation of energy. Every movement you make requires energy. Every thought you have requires energy. Every repair your body performs requires energy. This energy is produced inside tiny structures within your cells called mitochondria. Scientists often describe mitochondria as the powerhouses of cells because they help convert nutrients into usable energy. But they are much more than simple batteries. They are living structures with their own complex system. Some become energy. Some become messengers helping cells communicate. The boundary between you and the world around you is constantly changing. You are always exchanging materials with nature. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the food you consume, all become part of the ongoing cycle of life. Now imagine the ocean once again. Beneath the surface, sunlight fades away. The deeper you travel, the darker the water becomes. Yet life continues even in places where humans once believed nothing could survive. Deep-sea creatures have adapted to incredible conditions. Some produce their own light through a fascinating process called bioluminescence. Tiny organisms create gentle flashes in the darkness. They turn the deep ocean into a quiet world of glowing life. This reminds us of something important. Healing and survival do not always require perfect conditions. Life often discovers possibilities where we least expect them. Inside your own body, cells constantly respond to changing circumstances. They adjust their activity. They communicate. They conserve energy when needed. They increase repair when conditions allow. Adaptation is built into life itself. Scientists have discovered that even the human brain continues changing throughout life. For many years, people believed the adult brain was mostly fixed. But research revealed something much more hopeful. The brain remains capable of change. New connections can form. Existing connections can become stronger. The brain can adapt to new experiences. This ability is called neuroplasticity. Every time you learn, practice, or experience something meaningful, your brain responds. A musician practicing a melody. A person learning a new language. Someone developing a new habit. All are examples of the brain reshaping itself through experience. The brain is not simply a storage device holding old information. It is a living landscape that continues growing. Healing of the mind follows this same principle. Thought patterns can change. New perspectives can develop. The brain can learn new ways of responding. Time, patience, and repeated experiences can create transformation. Like waves shaping a coastline, small moments can slowly reshape the inner landscape of the mind. As the moonlight dances across the ocean, imagine yourself sitting peacefully beside the shore. The sound of the waves becomes slower. Your breathing follows the same rhythm. The world feels quieter. In this peaceful moment, your body continues its invisible work. Your cells continue creating energy. Your heart continues its steady rhythm. Your brain continues organizing experiences. Your immune system continues its careful watch. Your tissues continue renewing. The ocean does not need to announce every wave. The stars do not need to announce every moment of their journey. Nature simply continues. And perhaps there is comfort in knowing your body follows the same quiet wisdom. You do not need to control every tiny process. You do not need to guide every cell. Life already knows many of the ancient patterns of healing. Your role is simply to provide the conditions where those patterns can continue. Rest, nourishment, movement, care, peace. As the waves gently touch the shore one final time tonight, allow yourself to drift deeper into sleep. Somewhere inside you, thousands of invisible journeys continue. Energy is created, repairs are completed, messages are delivered, new beginnings quietly unfold, and the timeless story of healing continues, carried forward by the same gentle rhythm that moves oceans, clouds, forests, and every living thing beneath the stars. The ocean waves continue their gentle rhythm beneath the quiet night sky. One wave arrives, one wave leaves, then another follows. There is no need for the ocean to remember every single wave. It simply continues its endless movement. Healing inside the body often works the same way. Thousands of small processes happen every moment, most of which we never notice. A cell completes its task. A molecule changes form. A message travels through the nervous system. A tiny repair is finished. Life moves forward quietly, without needing attention or recognition. Now imagine leaving the shoreline and walking toward a peaceful garden hidden near the ocean. The path is covered with soft grass. Small flowers grow along the edges. At the center of the garden stands a beautiful tree. Its branches spread widely toward the sky. Its roots reach deep beneath the earth. The tree has survived many seasons. It has experienced storms, strong winds, dry summers, and cold winters. Yet it continues growing. The reason is not because it avoided every challenge. It survived because it adapted. Every living thing carries this ability. The ability to adjust. The ability to recover. The ability to find balance again. Inside the human body, one of the greatest examples of adaptation happens within the immune system. For many years, scientists imagined the immune system as a simple army fighting enemies. But modern research has revealed something far more complex. The immune system is not only a fighter. It is also a teacher, a communicator, and a careful guardian of balance. Millions of immune cells constantly travel throughout the body. They inspect, they communicate, they remember, they respond, they protect. Imagine a peaceful city with countless guardians walking quietly through the streets. Most days, nothing unusual happens. The guardians simply observe and maintain order. But when something unfamiliar appears, they quickly communicate with one another. Some call for assistance. Some create barriers. Some help remove unwanted visitors. After the situation is resolved, the system gradually returns to calm. This ability to return to peace is just as important as the ability to respond. Because true healing is not only about action, it is also about restoration. Inside your body, inflammation is one example of this carefully controlled process. Inflammation is often misunderstood. Many people think of it only as something negative. But in reality, inflammation is part of the body's natural response to injury and certain challenges. It is like a temporary emergency signal. When tissues experience damage, chemical messages are released. Blood vessels may change their behavior. Immune cells are invited to the area. Resources are delivered. The body begins organizing a response. The goal is not to remain in this active state forever. The goal is to complete the work and return to balance. Like a construction team repairing a road after a storm, the workers arrive when needed, finish their task, and allow normal life to continue. Nature understands timing. Too little response can create problems. Too much response can also create problems. Balance is the foundation of healing. Now imagine looking at the tree in the garden again. During spring, new leaves appear. During summer, the tree collects energy. During autumn, some leaves fall away. During winter, the tree rests. Each season has a purpose. The tree does not try to stay in summer forever. It accepts change. Your body follows similar cycles. There are moments when energy rises. There are moments when repair becomes the priority. There are moments for activity. There are moments for recovery. A healthy life is not a constant state of maximum effort. It is a rhythm between giving and restoring. This rhythm can be seen clearly in the heart. Your heart beats continuously throughout your entire life. Yet even the heart has moments of rest. Between contractions, the heart muscle relaxes. These brief pauses allow it to prepare for the next beat. A lifetime of movement is supported by tiny moments of recovery. Perhaps this is one of nature's most important lessons. Rest is not the opposite of progress. Rest is part of progress. A forest does not grow only during sunlight. A seed does not develop without time underground. A person does not become stronger without periods of recovery. Healing requires both effort and patience. As the moon rises higher above the garden, the tree's leaves move gently in the night breeze. Each leaf contains thousands of tiny structures called chloroplasts. During daylight, these structures capture energy from sunlight and help create food for the tree. A process happening quietly inside every leaf allows the entire tree to survive. The same idea appears throughout biology. Tiny events create enormous results. A single cell, a single molecule, a single moment. Small beginnings can create powerful transformations. Inside your own body, tiny actions happen continuously. A nerve cell sends a signal. A muscle fiber responds.